Hello there, this is Finfornier. Here's more Mass Effect 2. Well, we got Garrus and we have Morden. I don't know exactly when the Horizon mission starts. Maybe right after we get the last of the crew recruited, or maybe an arbitrary number or something. I forget. Soon we'll be doing loyalty missions, though. I'm thinking, though... I don't know. I'm not sure what to do yet. So I should start asking about what things to do for upgrades and crap like that. Let's see what she has to say
Commander,
here.
we've received a new message at your private terminal.
Oh, let's get that. So she won't say that again. Servers command, reports tell us we've done a thing. We'd like you to look into a situation on Lorik, a nearby planet, and there. Okay, sure, yeah, let's do that eventually. And Emily Wong. So, where? You're alive. How come you broke whatever cover you've been under for 2 years but didn't offer an exclusive interview for your favorite part? Whenever you come up for air and are ready to talk, let me know. Emily Wong. So, I guess you'd be on the Citadel? I don't know. So, all these things. John Whitson. Who the heck is this guy? Arya gave me this address. Oh, that was the brat. Okay. Thanks for that. Omega Clinic death. So the guy that we rescued. There you go. So that was the stuff there. Alright.
How is our newest Turian crew member doing? His injuries looked painful.
I think Garrus is the only one.
He's been through a lot, and not just physically.
There's something about him. I just want to hold him close in this fight. It'll be alright.
I've been through a lot too, Kelly. Some of your therapy sounds perfect right now.
Someday we'll have to set aside some time and really talk. Anything else, Commander?
I think if you select the romance option, that's when she'll give you a hug for that. But yeah.
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
It's always nice chatting with you.
So yeah, that's fun, right? But this is an Ashley playthrough. So, yep. But you have to select Embrace rather than Catch. So, let's see what Garrus has to say. I think it's not going to mention his, mission.
There's something different with tonight's meal. Seems like you put in more food and less ass.
Yeah, keep talking.
That's Udina's voice, isn't it?
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Sure. Just checking the weapon systems. You can never be too careful. I thought I'd seen every weapon in the galaxy in our fight against Saren. Mercenary work showed me otherwise. And now Cerberus rebuilds the Normandy with a few upgrades to boot. I wish we joined up with them sooner.
We haven't joined Cerberus. They're funding our mission. That's all.
Relax, Shepard. Just a figure of speech. I can't exactly doubt your judgment. Not after I got my own squad killed.
What did your merc squad do? It didn't sound like you were available for hire.
You saw Omega. It was full of thugs kicking the helpless. I formed my team to kick back. We weren't mercenaries. At least nobody was paying us. We made money by taking down slavers, pirates, or gangs that went too far.
Doesn't sound like you made any friends with the gangs.
I got 3 separate merc bands to work together to take me down. My manager at CSEC would be impressed. It was simple. We'd hit their shipments, disrupt activities, get under their skin, make them angry. They'd come charging right into our well-prepared kill zone, crossfire and snipers, clean and surgical. They never stood a chance.
How'd you end up fighting mercenaries here on Omega?
I trained to become a Spectre after the Normandy was destroyed, but it didn't work out. Too much politicking at the Citadel. Nobody was willing to take risks. Omega was filled with criminals nobody else could touch. And there was no red tape to slow me down. It was a perfect fit. People here needed someone to believe in. Someone to stand up to the local thugs.
That explains how you started. How'd you end up with a squad?
Not too different from how you formed your squad to fight Saren, actually. You prove that you get things done, and people join up. Mercs who wanted to atone. Security consultants tired of playing by the rules. I gave them hope. And now they're dead. Shows what I know.
Tell me about your squad.
There were 12 of us, including me. Former military operatives, CSEC agents, the usual. Had a Solarian explosives expert. Pretty sure he'd spent time in the Special Tasks Group. My tech expert was a Batarian, believe it or not. Not the friendliest guy, but he could hack any system ever built.
How did those mercenary gangs take down your team?
It was my own damn fault. One of my people betrayed me. A Turian named Sidonis. He drew me away just before the mercs attacked my squad. Then he disappeared. Everyone except me is dead because of him. And because I didn't see it coming.
I'm not sure I understand. What happened exactly?
Sidonis asked for my help on a job. When I got to the meeting point, nobody was there. By the time I got back to our hideout, the mercs had killed all but 2 of my squad. And they didn't last long.
Are you sure it was a betrayal? Maybe they took Sidonis out first.
No. I put out feelers with some old contacts. He booked transport off Omega just before the attack. He also cleared out his private accounts before he left. He sold me out and ran.
Do you know where Sidonis is now?
No. His trail vanishes after he leaves Omega, but I'll keep hunting. I lost my whole team except for Sidonis. One day I'll find him and correct that. Thanks for coming by, Shepard. I've got some things to take care of.
I'll talk with them about the upgrades later. That seems like a natural stopping point. We could do the Cirrus Ice Brandy thing with Chakwas. I don't really like that so much, but we'll save it for later still. And I don't think there's anything new to talk with Miranda about. Maybe we could ask her about the upgrades.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Have you got any ideas for potential upgrades we could make?
A few ideas, yeah. Here, take a look.
So what would it be? Ship enhancements, advanced mineral scanner? Yeah. So what does it do? Greatly speed up the planet scanning process. Research that. Yep. Cool. And nothing much else to really
Commander,
say. I don't believe.
What can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
Of course. I'm just finishing an operation report. I'm impressed, Shepard. So far things have gone exceptionally well. As Cerberus operations go, this is one of the best I've been a part of.
Maybe that's because this isn't a Cerberus operation.
Not to you, maybe. But I report directly to the elusive man. And I'm here because he wants me to be. Cerberus gave you a second chance, Commander. Maybe you should do the same for us.
What did Cerberus do that made you so loyal?
I suppose you deserve to know. Do you remember when I told you how I was genetically altered? Well, that wasn't my choice. My father created me. He's a very influential man and extremely controlling. He didn't want a daughter. He wanted a dynasty. I ran away as soon as I was old and brave enough. I went to Cerberus because I knew they could protect me.
How bad were the terms you and your father parted on?
Shots were fired.
You seem capable of defending yourself. Why did you need Cerberus?
My father invested a great deal in his dynasty. It wasn't a matter of just leaving. I knew he would continue to pursue his investments.
I assume that Cerberus approves of your enhanced abilities?
Of course. Cerberus fully endorses anything that advances the cause of humanity. Genetic alterations included. But unlike my father and his own selfish reasons, Cerberus and the elusive man believe in a greater good. They see the bigger picture, and I feel like I have a purpose here.
Who exactly is your father?
A businessman, but a very wealthy one. It's ironic, my father believed deeply in a human-positive agenda. He donated generously to Cerberus before I joined them. That's how I first heard about Cerberus, through my father's connections.
Who exactly is your father?
Oh crap.
A businessman. It's ironic, that's how I first heard about Cerberus, through my father's connections.
You talk about yourself like you're just a tool to be used. By your father? By Cerberus?
Maybe. I like to know where I fit in the world. It helps me find meaning in how I was created.
You are who you are, Miranda. You don't need to make excuses for it.
That's easy for you to say. We've both been engineered for greatness, Shepard. The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you. I'm great because of it.
Your spirit and personality are what make you great. It's what makes anyone great.
That's kind of you. I'm not sure I believe you, but thanks for saying it.
I meant to click this one last time, but they adjust which one's where. That's like, oh well.
You've told me a lot about your father. What happened to your mother?
I never had one. Most of my genetic material is based on my father's tissue. His Y chromosome was altered with an amalgam of desired traits from various sources. How arrogant can you be? The man is completely egomaniacal. Just another reason I had to get away from him.
And I think that would be just the same things. So,
Thanks for your time, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, Commander.
seems like a more awkward stopping place, but still. Could do that, but no. Let's see what Kasumi has to say. Probably just a few snippets of things.
Hey, got a minute? Not a lot of people go in and out of Dr. Chaco's office, other than to get medical attention, I mean. It seems like it'd be lonely, surrounded by people who never knew the ship you both served on. I'd be reaching for the brandy too.
I hadn't done that thing yet.
Gary and Ken would make a great couple. I just doubt they'll ever realize it. The Normandy runs so quietly. I'm not used to hearing my footsteps when I walk. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Okay. Yeah, they did two different styles. Some full cutscenes, others just that kind of puppetry. So yeah, there's just Oscar Leroy there. And Morden, Solus, Jacob there. Could go to the captain's cabin. Let's go find a place to go. We already visited the Citadel, although there's probably some stuff to do there yet. I need to eventually start scanning. Get some of the scanning out of the way. Heck, let's do this system first. Let's start with the Omega thing. Codex. Which is, you know, if you've watched my stuff before on the Mass Effect 1, I'll read through all the descriptions of a system. Don't need to use the probes to mine the Omega station, obviously, though, but here we go. Codex, built in the mined-out husk of a metallic asteroid, Omega has been a haven for criminals, bad word on YouTube, and malcontents and thousands of years. For thousands of years. At times, the station has lain idle and abandoned for centuries, only to be reactivated by a new group of outlaws seeking a fresh start. The space station's original elegant design has given way to haphazard expansion by scrabbling factions of every species. There is no central government or unifying authority on Omega, and no one can recall a time there ever was one. Population 7.8 million, orbital distance 2.43 AU, orbital period 6.9 Earth years, total length 44.7 kilometers. Yeah, that's a huge asteroid. I don't know what would be. East? Something, okay. So here's Urdak. Urdak is a close-orbiting brown dwarf. Most red-brown dwarf binary systems have an average separation of 8 AU. The Sa-Rabarik system is about 12 billion years old, and it has long since used up the deuterium used to fuel fusion, so Urdak is not luminous like some brown dwarfs are. Urdak is a Class L brown dwarf with a relatively low temperature of 1300 degrees Celsius, but its heat and gravity have made it unpopular for development. There are several rumors that the heads of several of Omega's crime syndicates maintain private residences on various moons. Whatever the truth of the matter, battles between syndicate vessels are often observed around the ring plane. News outlets on Omega maintain satellites at Urdak's Lagrange points for real-time coverage of these battles, which garner high viewer ratings. Orbital distance 0.8 AU, orbital period 1.3 Earth years, radius 72,512 kilometers, day length 19.2 Earth hours. Let's do a scan just to see if there's anything. Oh, a little bit here. There's that anyway.
Launching probe.
Yay.
In research projects, iridium is used to upgrade heavy weapons, submachine guns, and assault rifles. Launching probe. In research projects, palladium is used to upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics.
Not really that much here. Okay, so we got the first two places here, which are just these. So let's go to the third place, which is unexplored. And now it's explored. Immorcan, or Immorcan. A standard methane ammonia gas giant, Immorcan is the main source of helium-3 fuel for ships coming to or from Omega. Most of its fueling stations are run by criminal cartels who engage in cutthroat, sometimes literally, pricing wars. Immorcan is also widely known for its layover stations where pirates in a hurry can find fuel, ammo, intoxicants, gambling, and companionship at any hour. Orbital distance 3.4 AU, orbital period 11.5 Earth years, radius 53,491 kilometers, day length 18.7 Earth hours. Let's see, moderate of doom.
Probe launched.
Don't really need to
In
do
research
that.
projects, platinum is used to upgrade sniper rifles, shotguns, and medical equipment.
And there goes my channel getting banned for the glorious sight thinking it's talking about something in real life. Yay. Alright, enter orbit. Bender. If it were closer to Sa-Ra-Barik, Bender would have an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and methane. In the deep cold of the outer solar system, however, both elements have long since frozen to the ground. Orbital distance 6.12 AU, orbital period 27.7 Earth years, radius 4,907 kilometers, day length 53.3 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature negative 224 Celsius, surface gravity 0.55 G. And let's see, this should be richer, right? Yep. Usually the extra chunky worlds are richer.
Launching probe.
Just have to scan the equator a bit more. Sometimes it seems like they make patterns, like whoever did this probably did it by hand
Probe launched.
to place where the thing should be. Because sometimes you'll see like a pattern going a very certain way. Like a sine wave or
Launching
something
probe.
almost. Could be a computer doing it. Not here though, that's... But yeah, seems like there should be something here. That's next to nothing though. Oh, there's something. A little bit of both of those. We need more of the iridium though.
Launching probe.
Come on. Oh, there's something. A little bit of those. Not much to waste a probe on though. But yeah, I think I mentioned last time, these probes must be terrifying if we're mining all that
Probe
crap
launched.
within just a second or so. I mean, it's going faster than light to get to the planet and then mining in an instant.
Probe launched.
Like, how does that work? Alright, we reduced it down to moderate. Alrighty then. So let's see, what's the next one? We should probably get more stuff here. Alrighty then. Well, there are Mass Effect relays there. That's probably it. We could look at the Omega-4 relay. Presuming it doesn't make our ship crispy to go click on it already. Let's save game just in case we want to read the info card, if there is one to read, or if it's just going to squawk at me. Oh, enter orbit. It will. And we could enter it. That's a brilliant choice. The Omega-4 relay is surrounded by hazard beacons and automated warnings. Over the last 1,000 years, many ships have attempted to pass through it, but none have returned. The only ones to pass freely back and forth through the relay are the mysterious collectors of doom. There are many theories why ships never return from Omega-4. Some say there is a black hole at the far end. Others, mostly the Empower Thunder class of Omega, believe there is some form of earthly paradise. Most, however, simply think That the collectors capture or destroy those passing through the relay. Or it's a black hole and the collectors do that. But yeah, it's Doom. Extra crispy Doom. So this was the system Sarabarik. There we go. And I don't know, we should probably do more of this system later. Let's just go find somewhere else to go. Explore Normandy crash site. Okay, we can go to Amada then. That is all the way over there. So yeah, let's... Yeah, let's go there for now. But I'll do that next time. I'm just getting to the system to do it. So this will be what I'll do tomorrow. Anyway, saving and calling it a day before everything goes bad. Like the crashing of this glorious game. That is actually a pretty cool game. It's not fun when my laptop crashes though. I didn't even start the stopwatch, but it feels like it's been a half hour or so. So probably somewhere around that. I'll find out when I stop the screen recorder. Presuming it actually recorded anything. Because that's fun too. Take care and try to not go crazy.